If you're in your 50s, 60s, or even 70s, and you've ever looked in the mirror wondering, why does this blouse make me look tired and washed out instead of fresh and radiant? Then this video is for you. Today, I'm sharing 6 colors that work like an instant facelift. No cosmetic procedures, no pricey creams, just the right shades placed near your face, and suddenly you look younger, brighter, and more confident in seconds. So, let's dive right in. Color 1, Warm Coral, Instant Facelift. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror after a sleepless night and thought, why do I look so drained when I still feel so full of energy inside? The answer isn't always wrinkles or dark circles. Sometimes it's simply the color you're wearing. Warm coral is the perfect proof. It's not a screaming orange, and it's not a sugary pink. It lives right in between, and that's exactly why it mirrors the natural flush of youthful, healthy skin. When coral reflects near your face, the brain of anyone looking at you instantly registers fresh, lively, vibrant. That's why coral is often nicknamed the instant facelift. It lifts your whole look without a single needle. Picture this, a soft coral scarf draped under your chin. In seconds, your face looks brighter, your cheeks take on a healthy glow, and it's as if you've had 8 hours of solid sleep. Especially after 50, when skin begins to lose some of its natural rosiness, coral is that subtle but powerful replacement. Without blush, without highlighter. It's no coincidence that so many timeless style icons lean on this shade. Helen Mirren, for example, often graces the red carpet in coral. Each time she appears radiant, easily 5 to 10 years younger. Coral doesn't just brighten the complexion, it adds a warmth that feels inviting, elegant, and approachable all at once. And you don't have to take my word for it. Try it yourself. Hold a piece of coral fabric under your chin and look in the mirror. If your skin lights up, your eyes sparkle, and even your hair seems more defined. Congratulations, you've found your personal fountain of youth. Coral is especially handy on those mornings when you're running on too little sleep, but still want to look polished and vibrant without layering on makeup. Of course, balance is key. Neon orange? Too harsh. It throws light the wrong way and emphasizes every line. Dusty rose? Romantic in theory, but in reality it often dulls the face, especially in photos, where it can turn gray under a flash. The secret is to keep coral clear and fresh. Not too orange, not too candy pink. Start small, a scarf, a pair of earrings with coral accents, even a lipstick with a coral undertone instead of pale pink. These little touches can lift your whole face as if natural sunlight is following you around. And here's the thing to remember. Coral isn't just a color. It's a mood. It's a message that says you are alive, radiant, and full of energy at any age. Sometimes it's that one thoughtful choice of color that gives you the confidence to step out the door and completely change the way the world sees you. Color 2, Cobalt Blue, Eye Brightener. The eyes are always the first to give away our age. Have you noticed how even a little fatigue can turn the whites of your eyes slightly yellow or gray, making your whole face look more tired than you actually feel? That's exactly where Cobalt Blue works its magic. Unlike classic navy or sweet baby blue, cobalt carries a unique kind of energy. It's not so dark that it makes you look stern, and it's not so pale that it washes your skin out. Instead, cobalt reflects light at just the right wavelength, making the whites of your eyes appear brighter and clearer. And when your eyes look brighter, your whole face instantly looks more awake, refreshed, and youthful. Almost like you've had the perfect night's sleep. Hollywood stylists have known this trick for years. Just look at Meryl Streep. At countless events, she chooses vibrant cobalt gowns over traditional black. Every time her eyes sparkle on camera, her smile looks more alive, and people can't help but wonder what her secret is. More often than not, it's simply the color. The beauty of cobalt is how versatile it is. During the day, a cobalt blouse is enough to make you stand out in the boardroom while still looking polished. For evening, you can shift into sapphire blue, a deeper variation that adds drama and depth to your gaze while still keeping that sparkle. And you can test it right now at home. Take a piece of cobalt fabric, hold it under your chin, blink a few times, and look in the mirror. If your eyes suddenly look clearer, if you look like you've just slept a full 8 hours, that's the power of cobalt. Sometimes all it takes is a simple scarf, or even a cobalt tee to transform your entire look. Of course, not every variation is flattering. If you have light skin and delicate features, a very dark navy can drag your face down. And if your undertone is warm, baby blue can leave you looking washed out. The key is to stay within that sweet spot, cobalt that's rich, vibrant, and crisp. Another bonus, cobalt pairs beautifully with nearly every neutral you already own. White, gray, beige, even soft browns all look fresher when combined with cobalt, which means you don't have to overhaul your entire wardrobe. Just add one touch, and it instantly becomes a focal point. And here's something we often forget. Color doesn't just change how we look, it changes how we feel. Wearing cobalt gives you that sense of strength and confidence, while still feeling fresh and modern. That balance is rare, and it's exactly why cobalt has become such a powerful youth-preserving secret for so many women over 50. Color 3. Champagne, Instagram, filter in real life. There are certain colors that feel like stepping into a soft beam of light the moment you put them on. Champagne is one of those rare shades. It's not so bold that it distracts from your face, yet it's refined enough to reflect light in a way that feels almost magical. When light hits champagne, it creates a dreamy, blurred effect, like a soft focus lens on a camera. Fine lines around the eyes, laugh creases, uneven patches of skin. All of it seems to fade. Look in the mirror, and suddenly your face appears softer, brighter, as if an Instagram filter has been laid over you in real life. It's no accident that Jane Fonda has repeatedly chosen champagne gowns on stage. Well into her 70s, she still leaves audiences stunned by how luminous and vibrant her skin looks. Yes, she has world-class makeup artists, but the secret weapon is champagne. Under stage lights, it reflects just enough glow to flatter every angle, highlighting her features in the most graceful way. And you don't need a red carpet to experience this effect. In everyday life, it's as simple as swapping that beige blouse, so often draining, for one in champagne. The difference is immediate. Your skin looks brighter, your presence feels lighter, and you step into the best version of yourself. Another reason to love champagne? Its versatility. It plays beautifully with neutrals like white, soft gray, and even black, creating a balance of elegance and modernity. Imagine a champagne blouse tucked into tailored black pants, or paired with a midi skirt. You're instantly ready for an elegant dinner or an important event without trying too hard. Of course, not every shade in this family is your friend. Beige may seem safe, but in reality, it often looks flat and lifeless, absorbing light instead of reflecting it. On the other end, lemon yellow is too harsh, leaving skin looking sallow, especially if you have warm undertones. The key is to stay in that clear, luminous range of champagne. Choose warmer versions if your skin leans golden, cooler ones if your skin has a rosy base. And here's what makes champagne truly special. It doesn't just create a visual effect, it creates a mood. When you wear champagne, people don't only see a younger face. They sense sophistication, confidence, and quiet radiance. That's something no cream or cosmetic procedure can ever fully replicate. Color 4. Blush pink, natural youth glow. There's a color that instantly brings to mind softness and vitality, and that color is blush pink. It's not as sugary as cotton candy pink, and it's not as bold as fuchsia. Instead, blush pink sits delicately in between, echoing the natural flush of healthy skin. And that echo is exactly what makes your face look instantly younger and more alive. Once you reach your 50s and beyond, skin naturally loses some of that rosy glow. Blush pink works almost like a mood booster, restoring the look of freshness, as if your cheeks have just caught a hint of morning sun. When light reflects off this shade, your features soften, your face looks smoother, and there's a gentle femininity that feels completely effortless. Think back to Michelle Obama in a blush pink dress. Graceful, yet approachable, that color didn't just enhance her elegance, it radiated warmth and made her presence feel inviting. That's the power of blush pink. It makes you look youthful, friendly, and easy to connect with. The good news is, bringing blush pink into your life is simple, A lipstick in this shade paired with a matching blouse can already create that natural glow effect. It's the perfect choice for intimate gatherings, coffee catch-ups, or professional settings where you want to project both polish and approachability. Of course, not every version of blush pink works for everyone. If your skin is deeper or has strong golden undertones, a very pale pink can backfire, leaving you looking washed out. In that case, Dusty Rose is your best friend. Still soft, still feminine, but with a touch of depth that flatters richer complexions and avoids that sickly pale look. Another bonus? Blush pink plays beautifully with other colors. Pair it with white, light gray, or even navy for an elegant contrast. For those who love the quiet luxury vibe, try a blush pink blazer with cream trousers. It's chic without trying too hard. Or, if you're leaning towards something more youthful, team it with light denim for a look that feels fresh and modern. Blush pink is more than just a shade. It's a state of mind. It's a reminder that femininity and vitality don't disappear with age. They simply need the right touch to shine through. And sometimes slipping into a blush pink blouse is all it takes to smile at your reflection and feel like you've stepped into the warmth of a brand new morning. Color 5, Emerald Green. Revive your skin. There are colors that seem to light up an entire room the moment they appear, and emerald green is one of them. This jewel-toned shade carries an energy that feels both deep and radiant, precious like the rare gemstone itself. Worn close to your face, emerald green reflects a fresh glow, creating contrast that brightens your skin, sharpens your eyes, and instantly makes your whole presence feel more alive. The magic of emerald green lies in its balance. It's not as cold and severe as navy, and it's not as delicate as pastel green. Instead, it has just the right depth to honor mature beauty, while still breathing youth and vitality into your look. For women over 50, when skin and hair naturally soften in color over time, emerald green delivers that instant revive effect, almost like pressing refresh on your appearance. Think of Cate Blanchett on the red carpet in her emerald gown. Under the spotlights, no one in the room could look away. The color didn't just make her skin glow. It pulled out the mesmerizing blue in her eyes. The result was powerful and fresh at the same time, a reminder that emerald green doesn't belong only to 20-somethings. In fact, it shines even brighter when paired with the confidence and presence that come with age. In real life, emerald green is surprisingly versatile. An emerald dress for a holiday gathering, evening dinner, or formal event instantly becomes a statement piece. Pair it with silver jewelry for a sleek, modern vibe, or with gold for something more timeless and regal. You don't need layers of accessories. The color itself does the talking. Still, as with any shade, there are pitfalls to watch for. Olive green, while in the same family, can dull your complexion, especially if you have silver hair or cool undertones. Instead of reviving your look, olive often drags it down, making the skin appear muted. The key is to choose a clear, vibrant emerald green, the kind that feels bright and crisp, to unlock its youthful effect. And emerald doesn't have to stand alone. It plays beautifully with neutrals like white, cream, or even soft gray, giving you a safe and modern way to experiment. But when you're ready to go bold, pair it with ruby red or plum purple. The combination is luxurious, dramatic, and still surprisingly youthful. At the end of the day, emerald green is more than just a fashion choice. It's a declaration that you are still radiant, still shining, and still willing to let the light fall on you. Sometimes slipping into an emerald green dress is all it takes to remind the world, and yourself, that beauty is not about age. It's about the energy you choose to bring into the room every single day. Color 6, Rich Burgundy, Sophisticated Warmth. Here's a little truth many women over 50 can relate to. Black often feels like our safest shield. It's considered elegant, easy to style, and slimming. But look closely in the mirror, and you'll notice black can be a double-edged sword. It highlights every line, deepens the shadows on your skin, and sometimes makes your features look harsher. That's exactly why rich burgundy, deep wine red, becomes such a smart alternative. Burgundy holds on to the depth and power we love about black, but it softens everything with warmth. That subtle warmth smooths the facial features, giving you a look that's both sophisticated and approachable. Under the light, burgundy doesn't drain your complexion the way black does. Instead, it reflects a gentle red glow, making your skin brighter, your eyes more alive, and even your lips seem fuller. You can see this magic in Julianne Moore's red carpet moments. With her signature auburn hair, she radiates strength and youthfulness in burgundy gowns. The shade melts beautifully into her porcelain skin, enhances her hair, and delivers that rare mix of regal elegance and natural warmth. It's proof that burgundy isn't reserved for the young. It actually looks richer and more commanding with confidence and life experience. In everyday style, burgundy shines especially in the fall and winter. A burgundy coat instead of the usual black instantly feels modern and refined. A burgundy cocktail dress at an evening event makes a statement without being loud. You don't need layers of embellishment. The deep wine tone alone gives you presence and sophistication. Of course, not every shade of burgundy works the same. Avoid those dull brownish reds that look dated, almost like something pulled from a closet decades old. Instead, choose a rich burgundy with plenty of red in it, deep enough to feel grounded, but still bright enough to catch the light. The versatility of burgundy is another reason to love it. Pair it with soft neutrals like cream or light gray for effortless elegance. Mix it with navy or emerald for a fashion-forward edge. And if you want something playful and unexpectedly youthful, try pairing it with blush pink. The fresh contrast can surprise you with how flattering it feels. Rich burgundy is the perfect way to keep the strength of a dark tone while adding back warmth and femininity. It reminds you that, yes, you can still look powerful, but in a softer, more approachable way. And that really is the essence of youthful energy. Not chasing the past, but choosing what makes you glow right here in this moment. After walking through 6 colors that can instantly rejuvenate the face, you might be wondering, do they really work in everyday life? Or are they just ideas that sound good on paper? I believe nothing is more convincing than real stories from real women I've met. And these 3 moments have stayed with me because they show just how powerfully color can change the way we see ourselves. The story of Linda, 62, Chicago. Linda was the kind of woman who swore by beige. In her mind, beige was safe, sophisticated, and never wrong. But whenever we met, her face always looked a little washed out, missing that spark. One day, I draped a coral scarf gently over her shoulders, and the whole room seemed to light up. Her daughter, standing nearby, immediately said, "Mom, you look 10 years younger." Linda turned to the mirror, and in that moment she realized color can be the most powerful makeup of all. The story of Carol, 58. Unlike Linda, Carol leaned into dark shades. She believed they made her look slimmer and more serious. For her class reunion after many years, she decided to swap her usual navy for a cobalt blue blouse. The result? Beyond anything she expected. Old friends kept asking, "You look so much younger. What's your secret?" Carol just smiled. It wasn't her skin. It wasn't her hair. It was that vibrant cobalt blue bringing light to her eyes and energy to her entire presence. The story of Diane, 60, at her son's wedding. Diane confided in me that she was worried about redness and age spots on her skin. It was the most important day for her family, and she feared she wouldn't feel confident in the photos. I suggested a sage green dress, a softer, calming version of green. When the pictures came back, Diane's complexion looked smooth, radiant, and her concerns seemed to disappear. Looking at the photos, she whispered, "For the first time, I feel beautiful at 60. That moment reminded me that sometimes the right color is all it takes to give back the confidence we thought we had lost. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with a quick little trick. Stand in front of the mirror, blink a few times, and then take one fast glance at your reflection. If your skin looks brighter, your eyes sparkle, and your hair seems more defined, that's your lifting color. But if your face suddenly looks dull or heavy, don't be afraid to let that shade go. And here's a bonus secret straight from Hollywood stylists before their clients hit the red carpet. Take a selfie in the color you're trying on. The camera doesn't flatter or lie. It will show you instantly which shades make you look younger and which ones are dragging you down. Simple, but surprisingly powerful. The best part is, you don't need to overhaul your entire wardrobe. Just adjusting a few key colors around your face can make you look up to 10 years younger. No surgery, no expensive treatments. That's the real magic of color. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 6 colors surprised you the most? Which one can you already picture lifting your face and bringing you that extra glow? Share your story in the comments. I read every single one, and I can't wait to hear your experiences. And if this video gave you some fresh ideas, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who also deserves to shine. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll dive into even more style secrets made just for women over 50.